All right, guys. I left his. Sorry, just ignore that bit. How you doing? You all right? Don't forget, I'll be live on here this afternoon at 1 o'clock UK time if you want to come along for an natter about all things LFCB for about an hour. Also, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock, all being well. So, Loïc Badé, or is it Loïc or Loïc? Loïc, I think, Badé, Sevilla centre-back. Do you remember him? He was linked with us quite a bit last summer. And I think it was a little bit bizarre, but after the transfer window closed last summer, in September, it was claimed that Richard Hughes had gone out there to sniff around that player or his people or whatever. We've never heard anything else since then, though. And that was September. I have not seen anything to do with Loïc Badé and Liverpool since then. He's hardly been mentioned in the Spanish media. Obviously, I check the 4 main Spanish football dailies every day for you guys. And I always look out for Sevilla's games and match reports, to see how he's doing, really. Knowledge is power, you know what I mean? If the link comes up again, I can say, well, I've been what, do you know what I mean? And he's never stood out. He's never they never make a big deal out of him, for his performances or whatever. Maybe that's why Liverpool, I don't know, maybe they cooled their interest. About a week ago, I think I touched on him. Actually, it was the 4th of June. I don't even know what date we're on. Yeah, it was a week ago. And he did an interview, and it was just like a Q&A. And I don't know if I went through it with you guys, but I posted it on the members' website. But anyway, today there's another article, and it's saying that Badé increases his value ahead of a possible farewell. I'm sure a week ago I said that he was about, available this summer kind of thing. I can't remember. You guys remember. Anyway, the latest is the club expects offers to come in. Now, he made his debut for the French national team, showcasing an impressive level of performance in the Nations League. The Sevilla centre-back started in France's win over Germany and seized the moment to put himself on display to the world just ahead of a summer transfer window that could mark his final exit. The reality is clear. If a financially favourable offer comes in for both sides, there will be no hesitation. It could be the end of the Frenchman's chapter at Sevilla. Economic needs take priority at the club. Basically, his club can't do any business unless they generate some coin, and he would be, a potential revenue generator, if you like. It says here, as early as January, there were already some chances for him to leave Sevilla, although no final negotiations materialised. The only club I see mentioned here were Inter Milan back then, and Sevilla are now hoping to see similar interest with potential offers in the region of 30 million euros, which I suspect is around 25 million, 26 million pounds or something. Waffle. And that's it. So really, this is just kind of like, the reason for this video really is for those of you that remember Badé being linked with us. There you go. He's debuted finally on the international scene. He's done well. Maybe someone, could go in for him, that kind of thing. And like I say, Liverpool were interested in him. They were. And then there was that suggestion that Hughes had gone out there literally just after, within days of the window closing. But since then, nothing really. So I'm just letting you know. The reason I'm touching on it more than anything really is many people are like, where are the centre-backs? Why are we not being linked to some centre-backs? We are, but nothing really credible. There's nothing, we're obviously focusing on Verts and stuff like that. What I will say before signing off is that, what I will say, I've obviously forgotten what I was saying. Goncalo Inacio, the Sporting centre-back, I was convinced he would be Anfield bound over the last couple of years or something like that. And he's another one. He's just like, I remember, was it last summer? I think I remembered it was last summer. All the Portuguese newspapers, the big ones, they all went with Liverpool, were sniffing around him, trying to sign him kind of thing. But again, it just went quiet. He's got the same agent as Luis Diaz, I believe. Inacio, I really like him. He can play as a centre-back, left-back, defensive midfielder. Very versatile player. And I am astounded that we haven't gone in for him. Loïc Badé, not so much, but Inacio, yeah. So I always keep an eye out on him as well, you know, see if he ever gets mentioned with us, because we did have a strong interest in him. But you don't know, you know, like when things go cold, it's like, is it because they've got another option? Is it because the player's demanding too much money? Is it because the agent wants too much of a cut? There's all these things, you know, and then obviously valuations and stuff like that. Things are tricky, right? So the reason for this video was just to tell you that Loïc Badé is finally, Loïc Badé, I'm sure it's Loïc. He's finally, if it's not Jack Daniels or John Smith, I ain't got a fucking clue. He's finally getting some attention in the media here in Spain after a very quiet season. So maybe he will be on the move. Was he not linked with Aston Villa? I'm sure he was linked with Villa, you know what I mean? So what's that noise up there? It must be Remy on the move. I'll leave it with you. All right, guys. See you at 1 o'clock this afternoon. If you liked the video, found it helpful in the slightest, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. If you want to support my channel, you can do that by hitting the super thanks button. It's a love out under the video, and I will put that to good use in the cafe. I go to the cafe every morning to review the. I don't have any breakfast. No, I just have a couple of coffees. And I always give a shout out to everyone that supports me, and of course my channel members. They're the ones with the footballs next to their username in the comment section. All right, guys, we'll speak soon, I hope.